Now very important topic, this is the level of prevention. Okay, so level of prevention, before you get into the proper level of prevention, just understand this definition. So you know what is disease, illness and sickness. Disease is nothing but it is a physiological or psychological dysfunction. Okay, so disease is nothing but it is a physiological or psychological dysfunction, and illness is subjective state of person who aware feels, or like who feels aware, like he feel he's not being well. Okay, that this point is important, the subjective feeling of a person that he is aware that he is not feeling well. And sickness is state of social dysfunction, like the person is taking leave from his workplace, sick leave, okay, disease leave, like that. Now this points you should remember for understanding the level of prevention. We know that we have primordial prevention, primary level of prevention, secondary prevention, tertiary prevention. So suppose a person is leading a normal life and sometimes a risk factor is there, certain risk factor of certain disease get into the light, and next phase is early stage of life, then comes disease, late stage of disease, then impairment, disability, recovery or rehabilitation. Among this, how we will describe the level of prevention. So here there is no risk factor, person is leading a normal life. So in order to prevent the obesity, what is we do, we will be preventing the food that cause obesity. So before the risk factor, the action taken prior to the onset of risk factor is primordial prevention, before the emergence of the disease. So these points are important, action taken prior to the risk factor and before the emergence of disease. Here this examples, everything will be easy. Once you get into MCQs, this will be very difficult. And suppose there is a risk factor, so person smokes regularly but he didn't develop any diseases, right? So but the risk factor is present, so what prevention we take over this stage is primary prevention. And next stage is what, later after smoking there will be early stage of disease, so you will be doing secondary prevention. So primary prevention is action taken after the risk factor being occurred, okay, before the disease actually appear. Secondary prevention means early diagnosis and treatment to hold the disease to stop the pathogenesis process. Next one is when the disease is already occur and patient get into the late stage of disease, and impairment, disability and recovery and rehabilitation. So this part here, the examples, please take a note on this example. So primordial prevention, what is the example? Discouraging a child not to smoke in future. So this is the best level of prevention of the emergence of development of risk factors in the countries or population groups in which they have not yet appeared. So what are the modes of intervention? Individual education and mass education. So individually I told discouraging a child, mass education in school and all, certain you can go and give mass education about discouraging a child about, or discouraging the children about the obesity and further issues about junk food, etc. So that is just giving education. Then primary prevention, after the emergence of risk factor, before the disease you have health promotion and specific protection. So overall improvement of it, like lifestyle, environmental protection, dietary modification, all such things come under health promotion. Then specific protection prevents against a particular disease like immunization, chemoprophylaxis, fortification, supplementation, all vaccines like vaccination, everything comes under primary mode of prevention. Then comes secondary, early stage of disease. This halts the progress and its incipient stage of and prevents the complications. So secondary level of prevention, when disease has persist, arrest the disease process, treat it before it is irreversible. Okay. Now tertiary level is intervention in the late pathogenesis phase, that is disability limitation and rehabilitation. So these examples are important, the modes of intervention. So in secondary prevention, more expensive and less effective than primary prevention. So all national health programs, this is important, this is an MCQ, all national health programs comes under secondary prevention. So what are the modes of intervention? Early diagnosis and treatment. What is early diagnosis? Detection of disturbance while biochemical, functional, morphological are still reversible or prior to occurs of Main signs and symptoms. So sputum smear examination, AFP, these are MCQs, this were asked. Okay, so you have to detect the disturbance, and while biochemical function morphological are still reversible or prior to occurrence of main signs and symptoms. So sputum smear and AFB is an main thing that comes under second example, that comes under secondary prevention. Then treatment shortens the period of communicability, reduces mortality, prevents the occurrence. So DOTS and multi-drug therapy come under, sorry, DOTS and multi-drug therapy comes under this treatment plan among secondary prevention. And tertiary, you have disability limitation, rehabilitation. Among disability limitation, physiotherapy in polio, resting the limb in neutral position to prevent deformity. This was one MCQ. You will think that resting the limb will comes under secondary prevention. Actually, this comes under disability limitation. Okay, this prevents the transmission of disease from impairment to handicap. And in rehabilitation, training and retraining an individual to the highest possible way of functional ability. So you have medical, vocational, social, psychological. So crutches in polio, reconstructive surgery in leprosy, establishing school for blind. All this comes under rehabilitation.